it's Jeff Chiani with Branded Agent University. So when we're on the phone talking to agents about the Branded Agent University, one of the things that we talk about is how we help build your brand. And a lot of the times that might mean starting from scratch, literally zero, and having to create a logo and everything. Sometimes that means that there's already a logo and some brand assets that we maybe need to update. Sometimes it's some people have it dialed in and we're just taking what they've already done and expanding it and creating some other assets that they can use to help build their brand. But either way, we focus on helping you build your brand, get it out of your head and actually something that's tangible if that's the stage you're at, or give you some things to expand it. You're a little bit far ahead. So what I wanted to do is show you what we've done with some clients who were in some different phases when it comes to that, and show you what we were able to do. And, maybe it's something that we could do for you. So you guys are looking at my screen now. This is a client. I'll give you the context on these clients just in a kind of small 30-second form. Okay, so this client actually has two universities. They have one for the Hiller Group, which is really the people that they consider to be really on their team, that work for them, that are heavy producers, that impact their bottom line, right? It's part of the same P&L, for instance. So Hiller Group is one, but then they have another organization that they wanted to be all-inclusive, that everybody can go out and recruit for. And in this case, because of who their brokerage is, this is what they consider kind of their downline organization or their revenue share organization, or, however anybody else might want to describe it. So they have two. They have the Hiller Group and Elite Partners. So originally, we had only the name for Elite Partners, and they didn't have an idea really for a logo or anything. And so our team was able, through back and forth feedback with them, we were able to come up with the logo, which is here. And then we were able to go ahead and create a brand board for them so that any marketing we do in the future, or if they're having anybody do marketing for them, right, they've got an easy brand board that they can share, which includes their logo in the different forms, their color palette, the fonts that they use, everything. So everything can be consistent, right? We want everything to be consistent, no matter which asset you might be holding or looking at. And then, so once we get that brand dialed in, it carries through on everything. So if you were to look at their learning management system for Elite Partners, it's got that same consistent brand theme. If we were to look at the authority page that we created for Elite Partners, you'll see that it carries through that same brand theme and aesthetic here. So we helped them take what was just a name with Elite Partners and turn it into something, that was more tangible for them. So that's one example. I'll show you another example here. So this team right here had a logo, but they really wanted it to be updated. And so with some great feedback, an example of a great client right here, they gave great feedback the whole way through. So we were really able to hone in, and we probably made 4 or 5 revisions. But we finally got to something that we really love. And so that's what that looks like as far as the logo goes that we created for them. And then, like I'd mentioned before, that scales out across the board and impacts everything. So here's their brand board that they're able to reference through all of their marketing. Their learning management system leverages that same theme here. Their authority page here. And this team, we actually did some cool social post templates for them too, that have the same brand theme and aesthetic. So for their just listed, pendings, just sold, testimonials, all that kind of stuff, we actually created some social templates. So it's easy for them to just plug in the specifics on a particular property or something. Yeah, so this, it turned out great. They really love it. It encompasses, their vision. It feels like them, and they gave good feedback along the way. So that's why. All right, one more. So this is a great example. This team is crushing it in many different ways, and we had actually done one version for them earlier, probably about a year ago, but we wanted to revamp it. They're going through some growth and some rebranding, and so we wanted to revamp it. So before we had an entirely different logo, color palette, and everything. So we went and did a redesign on the logo and refreshed it and refreshed the color palette. And then that impacted everything else all the way through, including their onboarding certificate. So that changed for anybody that onboards with the team. Once they complete that, they get issued the certificate. So we updated that, the clarity report, including we updated their authority page here to include all of the new branding. So again, no matter where you're at, if you need to create the logo and you're not there yet, we can do that for you. If you want to update some of the things that you already have, we can help you do that. If it just depends on what stage you're in, but we can definitely help get your brand clear, create all of these assets for you, and work with you on leveraging them. And then, of course, don't forget, you've got a learning management system where you can manage the team, the training process, and everything. So, but this is specifically how we've been able to help some people get clear on their brand, no matter what stage you're at. So if that's something that we can help you with, be sure and schedule a call. All right. Talk to you all later.